Hello, thank you for tuning in. This is Eric Urban, your new Emergency Services Training Officer, speaking to you today to introduce two new standard operating procedures, SOPs. The two SOPs are 22001 social media and 22002 sick leave. The SOPs were written to establish rules that all employees are to observe concerning the use of social media while on shift, as well as general requirements pertaining to the proper use of sick leave. To summarize SOP 22001 social media, all members must always be mindful of the potential negative impact of inappropriate or unauthorized postings and their relationship to the community. When members of the department post images or written content on the various social media outlets such as Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, among others, the postings should reflect the department positively. The social media SOP was developed to ensure this occurs each and every time a member posts to a social media platform while on shift. Ultimately, posting on social media should only be conducted by the public affairs officer whose job function within the department is to communicate to the general public via social media. One of the biggest topics of concern addressed in the social media SOP is that images could breach patient confidentiality or be illegally obtained. If images of patients are taken or their conditions are written about, and then the images or writings are posted on social media platforms, the member is in direct violation of the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996. This act is commonly known as HIPAA. During my recent podcast, I discussed HIPAA, but as a reminder, members could face the following consequences if found to intentionally have violated HIPAA. A minimum fine of $50,000 up to a maximum fine of $250,000. Restitution may be paid to the victim, and there's a possibility of a jail term for any criminal violation. Such penalties would be received upon adjudication of an offense. It is also possible that prior to your court hearing, you may even be terminated from your position within the department. We want to avoid this at all costs, but unfortunately, an example of this occurred. In September of 2018, when a nurse at a Texas children's hospital was fired for posting a series of comments on Facebook about a rare case of measles at the hospital. This according to HIPAAjournal.com. With the ever-present use of social media, there are countless more examples of violations. To summarize the sick leave SOP, it was written to establish guidelines which pertain to the proper use of sick leave for all members of the department. Administration chiefs found there were many questions regarding how sick leave is to be used and how much notice is required to use sick leave. The sick leave SOP addresses these topics and more. A major portion of the sick leave SOP addresses the proper use of leave under the Family Medical Leave Act, which is basically commonly known as FMLA. It is vital that all members adhere to how and when FMLA is used. Both the employee and the employer have rights under FMLA that are to be understood and followed. Court cases have been filed against both the employees and employers. One such case in 2019, Valadiva versus Township High School District 2014. A jury sided with the plaintiff that the school district failed to provide the employee with notice or information about her right to take job-protected leave. This according to Glickman. It is vital that both employee and employer learn and understand the sick leave SOP. There are countless other cases involving FMLA we could discuss as well. I can assure you the department has taken steps necessary to provide training to your human resources staff that addresses FMLA. I expect you, as the employee, to refer to the sick leave SOP when questions arise concerning the use of sick leave. If you do not understand the SOP, contact your station captain or human resources. As we move forward with implementation of both SOP 22001 and SOP 22002, please take the time to review them. printing them or saving them on your desktop could be helpful. Both SOPs are written to provide clear guidelines that protect you and the department from possible litigation. Thank you for your attention. Good day.